There are things that keep everyone up at night. An embarrassing moment, thinking about your favorite show, 7 cups of coffee with your midnight snack. The worst of these, though, is you. What are you doing here? I thought I told you to go away. Didn't you read the lawn sign? No, it's not people that keep this poor soul up at night. It's ideas, and wondering if they're possible. That will keep anyone up at night. This is how obsession for your craft is born. You know that tournament I was putting on? The bingo one? Yeah, it went great. Everyone had a fun time and absolutely nothing of mine broke. There's only one problem, though. When looking at my rinky-dink bingo tournament and comparing it to an established tournament like, let's say, paddling pool, what separates that tournament from mine? Any guesses? No? It's the stream. Being able to watch the tournament happen, the action, the drama, all in real time. Comparatively, mine's just a broken down back alley tournament that has a neat drawing of a bingo card on the wall. To have a stream though, I'll need some graphics to spice it up a bit. Nothing too fancy though, I don't need a repeat of what happened with the bingo card. A small piece of advice, if you're creating any sort of animated element for anything, mocking it up in a video editing software will save you a lot of time. Not to mention, you get to see how everything looks together before pulling the trigger on making higher quality assets. For me though, stopping at making them in DaVinci will probably be enough. I want the stream graphics to resemble the bingo card I've already made, so I can copy and paste the background by spamming a bunch of text and using that as a mask for a radial gradient. Small detail, I did update the text to say bingo night now. This is for a stream though, so maybe I can make the text scroll to the side to give it a little bit of motion. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I need a way of showing the bingo card and the next map mode on stream. Fortunately, I have an old version of the bingo card website that also contained the map list as an element. So if I just take some creative inspiration and make a couple of changes... yeah, I'd say that works. While I'm streaming this tournament, it's a lot of work to manually edit the stuff on stream, like the scores or the current map and mode. Not to mention, I have to do that before switching to the scene containing that information in OBS. So I plan to connect OBS to a Google Sheet, where it's a lot easier to type in information quickly. Not to mention, I can add a little automation in the sheets by using formulas. Oops, that's not what I meant to type. Wait a minute. What is import HTML? I mean, surely I'm not going to go on a complete side tangent because of this one formula that'll completely sideline all of my work so that I over-engineer yet another project for no reason in particular other than because I can. No, 5-minute adventure looking into this and then we'll get back on track. I wonder what would happen if I loaded my tournament page using this formula. What's a little automation? So it turns out, when you load sendu.inc, the website where my tournament is hosted, the host returns a template for the webpage, information the webpage needs to contain, and some JavaScript code to build the webpage from that information given. I'm not a web developer, so I don't know if this is standard practice for this use case, but since all the information for the page is stored in a single JavaScript object, I can write some exceptionally simple code to just get that info and parse it as JSON. With this information, I want to see if it's possible to create some text that scrolls across the bottom of the screen just like it does on the news whenever somebody wins their set in a tournament. I think it'd be a cute detail that I've never seen anyone else do before. For now, I'll just generate all the text for this on my spreadsheet using AppScript. I'll probably figure out a way later to send it over to OBS for streaming. To make these lines, I'll just create an array of goofy bingo-themed statements to say one team beat another. To each statement, I added 3 placeholders I can replace with the team names and the player names of the winning team. So once I get the result of a match, I can replace these placeholders, and there you are. I've got my scrolling text. I still don't know how I'm going to get this into OBS yet. Unless... no, it couldn't be. I mean, even so, Surely it couldn't be worse than making the bingo card. I think I need to make another website. So here's what I'm thinking. I know how to send the text over to OBS to display on screen, but I want the text to scroll once across the screen, then go away. I don't know how to do that. But if I made a website to display all of this, I could implement it into my streaming software by simply adding a browser source. All of the extra functionality could be done in JavaScript just like any other website you see. And since my code in AppScript is so similar to regular JavaScript, surely there'll be absolutely no errors with translating it over. I have absolutely no idea what this error means. I've triple checked my code. Everything should work. I translated it all perfectly. Why can I read the HTML of the tournament website with AppScript but not with JavaScript? Maybe I'll have to go back to loading the text from my spreadsheet in OBS and create some sort of OBS webhook to control the scrolling text being visible. Or maybe read the tournament website in my spreadsheet, then read my spreadsheet from JavaScript so I can read the data I'm looking for. Or... oh, what's this? Really, it's just that simple? If I just tack on coresproxy.io to the beginning of my tournament URL, it just works? It just works. It just works! Who would have thought it would have been that simple? It just works! It just works! It just works! Before I get knee-deep in the technical portion of making scrolling text, I need it to look good first. So I'll create a small box with rounded corners that has the same gradient I've used for every box I've ever made for this tournament. I'll have the text over top of that be white so it pops nicely. I don't need this to be fancy looking, I'd actually prefer it to look simple. Otherwise it'd stand out too much. It's just meant to be a cute detail. Now I need to make the text scroll across. If I try to do something basic, you'll notice the text doesn't scroll all the way across. Or it just scrolls across and then just sits there a bit before disappearing. This is because the text has a different width based on the team names put into the message. But apparently the HTML canvas element has a function to calculate the width of the text, so using that I can make sure the text always takes 20 seconds to scroll across the screen. While I'm at it, why don't I make the score tracker a website as well, since I have access to the data about every single match anyways. I'll have the website read the target ID for the match that's being streamed from a Google Sheet that will have all of the toggles I need from here on out. I can search for my target match by matching it up with the ID I have. I'll also add a function to reread the tournament page every 5 seconds so it'll update the scores in near real time. I'll also get it to set the team names as well while I'm at it. It's just one more thing that'll be automated. But what if I made my map mode scene a website as well? I could get it to automatically update the map and mode based on the next upcoming match. Wait, where's the map list data? I can't find it anywhere. Small little hiccup, but it turns out if I load the match page itself and not just the tournament, it'll give me the current map and mode to be played. I guess that's 3 URLs that are being loaded from my website now, but it's fine. What's next? Oh! On the layout for the map mode scene, I also had a bingo card there. But what if the bingo card could be interactive so it could show which team has checked off which weapons? So that can be a website too. I'd also like to load the bingo card's tiles from the spreadsheet I already have, so I can add a cell for that. Unfortunately though, my current bingo card loads its boards from a text file, so what if I wrote an encoder that can translate what's called the search query part of the URL into the board data? Now I can update my existing bingo card and also have my new one load its data from my spreadsheet. No search query needed. But you know what's a hassle? Last time I ran this tournament, every single run of the tournament, I have to manually create a bingo card that's interesting, fun, and has multiple viable bingos to go for. But what if I had an algorithm that could randomly generate these boards for me? That would require me to manually type out information about all 130 weapon kits in Splatoon 3 so that I can create rows that are relatively equally viable and interesting at the same time. Don't forget to ban weapons that have splatter color screen though. You know what? I just thought of something. When you're organizing a tournament on Sendu.inc, you can flag matches to be streamed. So what if I pull that information from the website, get rid of the Google Sheet cell where I manually set the match ID like a pleb, and auto-switch which match URL I'm reading for every single website based on the current match on Sendu that was flagged to be streamed. See? What's a little automation?
Toast able to get that Luno behind. I feel like maybe they took the rail. See it as it stands. We're getting word here. Looks like zones almost flipped there for Fury Supremacy.
So you're probably wondering how the tournament went. It went great! I was running the stream, helping people in help desk, and managing the brackets all by myself. I'm like a one-man band. I literally was the only tournament staff there to run it. Everyone else was playing in it. And I could automate more still. I could automatically load the bingo card based on the round. I could connect my old bingo card to the stream layout and automatically check off tiles. I could even automatically switch between scenes in the stream layout by listening to keywords from commentators and watching for loading screens inside of Splatoon. More! 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 And this is how I was admitted to a forced free vacation to a place where everything is white and the walls are built like a bouncy castle. I might stay here for a while. Everyone keeps telling me that I'm fine. Finally, someone gets that I'm fine, and there's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm...